Well, good morning, stamping friends. How is everyone doing today? We are kicking off the long Labor Day weekend. What does everyone have planned? I will be in my craft room cutting more paper out. That is the story of my life, but it's all fun. I just love paper crafting, and it's never really a chore. Sometimes it's overwhelming, like right now, but it really is always fun for me. I just love what I do. So I've been a demonstrator for 14 years now, and I just never tire of it. I still get excited when Mr. Brown comes and drops off packages. So I would love it if you joined my team. I know I mentioned this last time on my video, but they have that promotion going on called Get and Go, and you get an extra 2 stamp sets and some pieces for 16 cards, and it's a nice little incentive along with the great deal that you always get with the starter kit. It's $99 free shipping, and then but you get to choose $125 worth of products. And remember, you as a customer can choose the new Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine in your starter kit. So if you're interested, please let me know. All right, today's a kind of a fun project. If you have kids or grandkids or know of someone that you need to give a little treat and just kind of spruce up your gift a little bit, this will be a video for you. So I'm gonna turn my camera around quick, and then let me switch it first so you don't have to see the ceiling, and then you can see what I look at every day, my fun and bright calendar that's more fun to look at than just squares filled in. Let me zoom in a little bit. A little bit more. Okay. So you'll have to put in the comments section what you're doing this weekend. I'm always curious how people spend their holidays. It's still hot here, so I'm sure the pool will be involved. There's my host code, and if you find any products that you need, I would love it if you chose me as your demonstrator, and then just use the host code. They'll ask for it in a little box if you want to use one, and just put that in there, unless of course your order's over $150, then you can reap the host benefits yourself. Just a really quick plug for my class to go for September. It's called Havahoot is a stamp set, and I'll show you real quickly the cards I made. I just really wanted to show the versatility of the stamp set, showing you that you don't have to just use it for Halloween and Christmas, which are kind of the featured images that go along with those seasons. So here I turned it into a birthday card. This one's a Halloween card. And I had a little spider inside. This one's an anniversary or wedding card, and this is 3D popped up. This has kind of a candy corn theme, and I stuck a little candy corn. I'll show you in the tutorial how to make that. And this one is another birthday card, and the last one is a Christmas card. I showed you the Holly DSP last time, and this time I chose plaid. Which one do you like better? Do you remember that one? It's in the video. Maybe I could post both pictures side by side. I don't know, I think I'm a plaid girl, but they both look good. They're all interchangeable for the colors. Ooh, I took the Starbucks card out. Oh my goodness. It was used, so I don't know why I did that. That's funny. All right, so, and then the pricing is at $60 if you want the works, which is the stamp set and the dies. And I will be ordering those immediately, so it'll be in the queue and you should get them. They are not back ordered. And you also get a PDF. There is not make and takes for this one. It was just too hard because I used so many different papers and stuff, and I would have had to order quite a few stacks just to get like that one piece of paper in there. And then also I'm getting ready for that retreat, and I just do not have the extra time that I normally do, but I really do try to put make and takes in there. So it's just this one little month here. And then option B, always the tutorial for $10 for 6 projects, so that's a bargain. So if you're interested, just go to my blog or my Facebook page and you can pick that up. There's easy links for you to click on. All right, let's get to today's project. Nothing's better than. Does this stamp set look familiar? It's because it's filled with favorite things in my life, like coffee and chocolate and cookies. not so much cocktails, but I know other people are, and it's fun to use the bright colors for that. So anyway, that's what I'm using, and remember there's a matching die set, so you can easily cut out and not have to fussy cut so much. All right, I do not have the finished project here. It's another one of those where I don't want to say I'm winging it, because I definitely know what I'm doing, but I just thought I'll put it together here in front of you. So the first thing I'm using is the pizza box, and it's really easy to fold up and, you know, get it in this shape. I won't show you what's inside yet, but that's what it looks like when it's folded up. And I'll have the links to these products. The next thing I did was took Pacific Point and I made a square out of it. I just cut it to 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. That's the exact size you need to put on the top of this pizza box. So we will just add some adhesive, and then if you notice, there's kind of a wrinkled look to it, and I used the Old World Paper 3D embossing folder. So we're just going to put this on right smack in the middle. It doesn't really match or matter which way the folds go. It's mainly giving it dimension. Now the next layer has a scallop circle. Can you guess what it's going to turn into yet? This scallop circle is part of the Layering Circles dies, and there's a few scallop circles in there. This is about 3 inches. And oh, you guys, I lost both of my rulers, and they're my favorite rulers. I know they're in my craft room somewhere. I'm sure you've never had that problem where it just disappears. So I had to go in my sewing box and get a ruler, and I can hardly even read the numbers and stuff. So I already ordered my new one. I can't believe I went online to buy a ruler. Are you kidding me? And it hasn't come yet, but I think it's going to come today. But I'm lost without my ruler. Let me show you what else I have here. I have a tape measure. That is not easy to use because tape measures bend. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. All right, now we have 2 layers. So far pretty easy, right? Now the next pieces are, have you guessed what this is going to be yet? Bunch of punches here. This is Whisper White, and these are 1 1/8, and this is actually one of the layers in the Layering Circles, because we don't have a 1 1/8 inch circle punch. And this one is 2 1/4, and then I just cut it in half, basic black. And then these little ones are 1/2 inch, and I'm sure you have those in your stash. So let's add some adhesive to all of these, and if you guessed Cookie Monster, you are correct. Let's see, I have 7 grandkids. How am I going to choose who's going to get this? I guess I could make 7 of them. I have an 8th one coming in October, so that's pretty exciting. All right, so I'm going to tip it just for a second so I can see how close to centered I have this. We'll make his, We'll make his eyes, are they too close? Let me move them down a little bit. Like I said, I didn't make one yet, so this is kind of a little bit winging it as I go, but I like eyes close together. All right, then I had to Google Cookie Monster because I wasn't sure. I know his eyeballs are a little bit cockeyed, but I didn't know, like, should I make them crossed or, whoops, a little bit too high. Okay, there we go. And then let's put his mouth on here. Looks pretty close to him, doesn't it? All right, that's all it took for the front. Then I made 4 little strips, and these are 7/8 by 3 3/8. 3 3/8 is again the same dimension as the top of it, so that one's easy to remember. And then I ran that through my embossing machine, and I used Old World again. Some people say, well, which side do you have poking up or like towards you? And I tend to have the image come towards me, but sometimes I like I call it the deboss side, like upside down, you know? So, but mostly I use the other way where it's coming at you. So just stick these on all 4 sides. I made sure that they were all the same because sometimes one of our boxes will be a little bit wider or longer, but I did measure and they're all equal. So you can cut those 4 strips all the same. All right, we are almost done. Now we're going to do our stamping, and I'm taking the cookie stamp and just a little scrap. And the colors I'm using, I played with all different colors. My favorite, I think, was early espresso for the darker because I wanted my chips nice and dark, although I do not like dark chocolate. I love chocolate, but are you like a milk chocolate or a dark chocolate? I like milk chocolate. I can't even do dark chocolate. It tastes too bitter for me. And then this is soft suede, but another combination that I liked was soft suede as the dark one and crumb cake as the light one. That's another question I want to ask you. Do you like your cookies like crispy and a little bit on the done side, or do you like them almost like light brown and chewy? I prefer the latter. All right, and don't worry that there's a little edge around there, because if you look closely, the colored part is a tiny bit smaller, so you're not gonna, it's not gonna fill that whole circle no matter what you do. Then there's a die cut that will actually even cut out the little bite mark there. And so what I'm gonna do with this is cut a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. This one is a tiny bit smaller because it's gonna go on the inside. And it's Whisper White cardstock, and then I cut out the dies, Love You More Than Cookies, and I just used my liquid adhesive for that. And then let's just put some snail on the back. Oh, you know what? I did cut one of these out before. We forgot the main part. We need a cookie in his mouth. That's like the star of the project, is that cookie. So let's make that right here, and we'll pop that up to bring some attention to it. Now, I made cookies last night, so there's my chocolate chip cookies. I had to put signs on it so no one ate it. I made it at like midnight last night, and then I did serve I only put 1 in here. I tried 2 or 3, but it was too fat, so I served my son cookies for breakfast. I figured there's milk in the milk chocolate, so that qualifies for a breakfast, right? And then just stick that in the top. So when they open it, it says Love You More Than Cookies. All right, well, that's our little project for today. Wasn't that fast and easy? It really would be fast to whip out a bunch of these, but just a fun little cookie monster project that's really simple to put together. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a fun and safe holiday weekend, and I will be back next week on Tuesday morning and share another project with you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.